I have got my last speed session today before I do my first race of 2025. As a matter of fact, it's my first race since 2023, since the Wilmslow Festive 10k in November. I'm doing the Wilmslow Half Marathon this Sunday. I have no idea what I'm going to try and aim for. I think I'm in good shape though. I think I'm in PB shape. I joined the waiting list for the Wilmslow Half. They've offered me a place, logged on, paid for it. So now I'm membered up this Sunday. I'm just going to carry on training. I'm going to do a little mini taper session. I was going to plan... Let the dog out. I did have a bit of a monster session planned for today. It was 6 by 6 minutes, or it was something like that with 4 by 90 seconds at the end of it, but it would have totaled to over 10, maybe 11k in volume just in the interval session alone, and I don't think it's wise to do one of my biggest interval sessions I've done, 4 days before a half marathon. So I'm going to do a little taper session, 3 by 3 minutes. I think it's 5 by 60 seconds, something like that. Something nice and simple. It's only 25 minutes long, something. And I've got a 10-minute warm up and a 10-minute cool down either side of the session. Come here, boy. So I'm gonna go and get that done now. See how that goes. Sessions always can be stressful. Whether you're doing a long run session, a short interval session, a big interval session, stressful time of the day up here in your brain. I'm all synced up anyway. I've got my Coros Footpod 2 on. I've got my heart rate strap. I'm wearing the Alpha Fly 3s because I'm going to wear them for the half marathon on Sunday. I think good choice for a trainer. The Alpha Fly ones, which I really love, they're just too battered to be wearing for racing. So these ones don't have many miles in at all. I think I've only done a couple of park runs in them and a couple of sessions, so I'm going to wear these on Sunday. And now I've got a 2 kilometre warm up to do, so I'm going to get on with that. Approaching the end of my warm up now. I'm looking forward to this workout, mainly because it's not a massive one. 3 by 3 minutes, 90-second recoveries, 5 by 60 seconds, that's it. But as my warm up finished, 4:12 kilometre pace. Probably ran that a little bit quick, but sometimes it takes a little bit for my legs to get going. The first couple of reps of a workout can be what I can be classed as slow compared to my current fitness, whatever that's in. And then I seem to build into it a little bit better. The more I get through the workout, I get a little bit quicker. So just trying to throw a little bit of injection of pace into that warm up just to get my legs moving a bit. I feel good. My target for the day pace wise is just to keep the 3-minute reps 5k pace, float recoveries comfortably, easy, and 5 by 60 seconds quicker than 5k pace really. Right, that's the first 3-minute rep done, nice and quick, average 3:38 per k for that 3-minute rep. 90-second recovery now. That's the third 3-minute rep done. 90-second recovery now, about a minute left. Just had to catch my breath. And then 5 1-minute sprints, which should really break the bank on the old lungs. This is the last minute. That workout was 5.95 kilometres and the pace is 3:47 per kilometre. Average, it feels so good looking at an average pace like that when I've done this workout previous times before races, and this one is the fastest I've ever completed it. Right, nice cool down now. I might do a 3k cool down, more volume on the cool down just to stretch my legs out a bit. I tell you, working out in the daytime definitely has its advantages. I feel like I've got an extra 10% in my body, more spring in my step and everything. I feel good, that's what I'm saying. Dangerously good, where I don't want to overcook it. Race day, Wilmslow Half Marathon. I've not done a race since 2023, so it'll be a nice day, nice morning anyway. No way of pressure, because I've not been training for a half. I'm just going to get in the car now, whiz to Pats, and then we're going to go Wilmslow. Regarding the race, right, what results I want and what I'm really looking for, I'm not too sure. I've done 0 half marathon training. All my sessions really have been mainly very short 5k ones, but the last couple of weeks I have kind of threw a few in there that, almost bumped me to 10k just in one interval session. So I've been doing a lot of volume on the back end of a couple of the weeks. Not that it will make a difference, it's all been 5k based stuff, but I'm looking forward to seeing what you know, possibly I could do. My PB is 1 hour 21:42, and I'd really like a new one, and I think I've got 1 hour 20 in me. I do. We'll have to see about it. I think my race plan is pretty simple without beating about the bush. I'm gonna go start around about 350 per kilometre, 6 minute 10 per mile, and just hold it as long as I can. And then if the wheels fall off and I really, you know, I'm like, ugh, start dying off, it is what it is. That shouldn't happen till about 16, 17k, and by then it should still only be 4 or 5k to go. I reckon today 1 hour 20 to 1 hour 23 would be realistic. Anything over 1 hour 23, if I'm being honest, I'd be disappointed with. I've not had anything to eat this morning. I never do before the run anyway. I mean, this is a bonus now, getting up. I'm going to the race day at, what time is it? 6:42. So I'll get there for 7 when the race HQ opens to pick up my number, because I've not had time to do it this week with work. So usually I'm up and out at 3 in the morning, and I'm training within 10 minutes of waking up. For me to have 3 hours, 3.5 hours, woke up at 6 o'clock to get myself, you know, climatised and ready to go and start running at 9:30. Yeah, it'd be nothing. Regarding the food, don't need anything. I mean, I've already got enough carbs in me to carry me for a half marathon. I won't be on my feet for more than 90 minutes. I plan on being on my feet for around about 1 hour 20, which is typical of my long runs that I've been doing. I've been doing a 16k long run. That is the longest run I've done in 2 years. That's typically been taking me anywhere between 1 hour 12 and 1 hour 20, so I'll be good. I'll let Pat drive.
Morning, Sir Matt. What the devil are you, sir? Oh, glad you got me a cap.
I've got you warmed up as well, the seat's warm. On the right day, on the right course, I've definitely got 1 hour 20, 1 hour 21 in me. But this course is a bit different. It's up and down. The first half's downhill, the second half's uphill. Today, anywhere between 1 hour 20 will be the best. 1 hour 23 would be, I would settle for 1 hour 23. 1 hour 20, that's my goal today, Pat. 1 hour 20 minutes. In training, I've been running all 5k stuff, so all my reps have been 3:30 kilometre paces, 3:40 kilometre paces. I've not ran a rep at 3 minute 50 kilometre pace for months. That should theoretically feel comfortable compared to the paces I've been running. When you train faster than your race pace doesn't actually seem very fast, is what I'm saying. My pace last time, first 10k, look at my pace, watch it go. Good. Then it went shit. Do you know why? Because that goes back uphill.
Right.
The first 10k, look, it's like dush, all good. I think it was all good last time up until, I'd say, 13 kilometres. Then the 14th kilometre, 15th, 16th, shocker. The race starts there, 80 metres of elevation, and it ends at the same elevation point. You couldn't run 10 kilometres in this race and say I've just run a 10k PB, because the 10th kilometre is at the bottom of the hill, right? But I'm not going to run this to pace in the first 10k. I'm going to run it to, like, I've got my heart rate strap on, so I'm going to make sure my heart rate stays around about 160, 155 to 160, about 160, because that's the right effort level. And then going back up in the next half, it might get to one. If my heart rate goes over 170, I'm going to struggle to get it back down. I just will.
So you're pacing it going up the hill?
Yeah.
Are you pacing it off your heart rate?
The first half, yeah. Don't want to run it too quick. You know what I mean?
The shit that you really want is hidden behind the shit that you really don't want to do.
I actually forgot how compact and crowded these race start lines can be, because I've not been on one in like over 2 years, but it all came back to me starting this race. I knew the first kilometre was going to be a little bit slow. And then again, I didn't want to set off too quick in the first kilometre. Now, I set off just not far behind the 1 hour 20 pacer, but I still found myself stuck behind people that probably should have started further back. And it's always the way with these races. If you do these races a lot, you know the first kilometre is a little bit crowded. So as you come up King's Road here, you do a right onto Altrincham Road, and then you go past the Waters half marathon sponsor. And then you everyone finds the rhythm, then the road opens up a little bit, and then you've got a little bit more room, but the first kilometre is always a little bit crowded. I did want to start further forward myself, but I didn't want to get in anyone's way. Now, approaching the 5k here, I was still trying to keep my heart rate below 163. I didn't want it to get to 165 in the first 10k, so if it started creeping up, I know it was because I was going up a hill, but roughly my heart rate was below 160 at the 5k mark still. That's 5k, 19:10. Approaching the 10k mark on this race, I actually went over the 10k timing map before my watch hit 10k, so I think the timing map had me running through 10k at 37:52 or something, and my watch had it at low 38s, but my heart rate was still in the right place. I just did not want my heart rate to go over 167 to 170 and breach that threshold, because I think that's where my threshold is, and if I did that in the first 10k, I would really struggle in the second 10k, because the second 10k is all the way back uphill. Going through the second half of the race, I'm at 15k here, and I think I passed through 15k in 57 minutes. I'm waiting to get tired, I'm waiting for the race to get tough, but I'm actually running this second half of the race quicker than I'm running the first half of the race. All my kilometres are clicking off 346, 347, 347, and I'm thinking, my heart rate's still below that threshold, so once I get to 16k, it's all go. Coming up to now at the 20.7, I'm nearly at 21 kilometres. I knew I had it. I've only gone and done it. Get in. Well done, the way. Get in. 1 hour, 20 minutes. That is a PB. I was averaging like 350 per kilometre in the first 10k. The whole race averaged 348. So I actually ran quicker in the second 10k. I negative splitted the Wilmslow R, which is mad. Just mad, Pat.
I've never seen you so happy in the end. This is the happiest I've seen you.
I just beat my half marathon PB that's been sat waiting for me to beat it since 2019. It's like a medal for April, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
With all the colours.
Do you know what, Matt?
It's like an autism medal.
Absolutely. Well, I can't believe the time you've got and this smile on your face, and it looks, you've got spring in your step.
Because my watch says 1 hour, 20 minutes, 32 seconds. Average heart rate 163, which is good. When I was doing the run, the first 10k, I didn't let my heart rate go over 160. It was going above one, it might have gone to 162, and I thought, if it goes to 170 in the first 10k, I'm going to be knackered. So I just kept it to 159, 161. And then after that, I just thought, if I can take it to 16k, 15, 16k, and it not go above 165, then all bets are off in the last 5k. I can max my heart rate out, or I can just run as hard as I can. And I'm not gonna, if I get tired, I'll be near the end of the race anyway. But I didn't want to feel that type of fatigue 12 kilometres into it. But you know what? I didn't just talk the talk, I walked it.
You did.
I said I would go for 120, and I got it. And I said I'd get up and I'd do all the training, and I've done it. And I said I'd lose all the weight, and I lost it. Apart from that 3 hour marathon, I'm gonna blast the back doors off that one. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go and ring that PB bell. I don't ring PB bells, but I'm gonna
do it. Go and do it. Listen, we're here now. So proud of him. Go on, Matt.
Who's next? Magic.
Let me see smile, Matt.